Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats, Underdog Views, and I watched Captain America Brave New World with the tagline, "The future favors the brave." Hmm. You know, first movie without, well, that I noticed that Stan Lee wasn't in it, and, um, whatever, let's start with the fucking movie. Where, we are applause, and you see a sign saying, "Together," you know, um, then we see the side of from here of Ross. Apparently, he just won the election, and a woman comes up to him. She's congratulations and saying something else, and Jesus Christ. Oh, and he asked if she heard something from Betty. He said no, and then she left. Ross is now announced to come on stage, so everybody, cheering for yay, and then he walks on stage, more applause, yay, um, I'm gonna leave it at that. I thought I had more written down, but that's it. I have some points. That is, well, I do like Harrison Ford. He's one of my favorite actors, and I do like him. I don't know why, but most of the movies that he plays in are just good movies. So yeah, that's why I like him. We don't have just a new Captain America, but this is Captain America and Falcon in one, because this cap has wings. That's something I actually didn't expect. I don't watch trailers, so I like to avoid trailers for movies. I don't watch television, so that's one thing that I can avoid trailers. But I didn't expect Captain America with wings. Well, it sounds like a patty, but I didn't expect that. I don't know. I'm curious how the movie would have played if Bucky would have been the Cap instead of Falcon. Who knows? But I am kind of curious. It would have been cool, in one arm, the shield, the other arm, with his mechanic hand, just mechanic arm, just stopping bullets, with both. Would have been cool. He is already super soldier serum, so he is stronger, faster than a normal human. And Sam is basically Sam is a human with wings and now a shield. Well, he had now vibranium wings because that was a present from Wakanda. So no, it absorbs some punches and then with a kinetic force uh, smash it back. So that's a good thing. Um, but otherwise, he's just still a human. The strength of a human, and if it's a one-on-one without wings and shield, it he probably still would have won, but it takes just a lot longer and he would be more exhausted. If it's against also professional, big, bulky, weapons, maybe some knives, he still probably, Sam probably in this movie would have won, but he probably would have been more exhausted, especially if he should have been fight against four at the same time of bulky with knives. I would say that Steve Rogers would have won more easy than Sam would done. So because serum and no serum. No, probably just speculations. I just said in the last movie, Craven the Hunter. I like that movie. They speak Russian at the beginning, but the movie doesn't provide subtitles. In this movie, they speak a bit of Spanish. They provide fucking subtitles. What the fuck is going on? This is an American-made movie. In America, they speak mostly also Spanish. Next to English, it's also mostly Spanish. So you would think that you wouldn't provide subtitles for Spanish, but you would have done for Russian, because Russian is not particularly lots probably spoken in America, I think. But no, they provide fucking subtitles for Spanish. Bruh, really? In this movie, Red Ross, also known as the Red Hulk, which was actually pretty cool. I knew that he would come, that the Red Hulk was in this movie. That was pretty obvious. I also saw that from the poster with the fist of the Red Hulk on the shield. I knew that one, so I knew that the Red Hulk was in this movie, and that's kind of also spoiled, but was still cool. I like the Red Hulk. It was still cool. He was not particularly super long in this movie, but he was still with a good fighting scene in the movie. So yeah, I was satisfied with the Red Hulk. No. Like I said, Red Hulk versus Captain Falcon. Pretty cool. Still would have. It would have been cool, Bucky versus the Red Hulk with Shield. But on the other side, I don't see really Bucky wearing the Captain America suit, In my head, it doesn't really suit him. I really wanted to see, after the fight, to see him shrink, the Red Hulk shrink back to Harrison Ford, aka the President. But we didn't see it. We saw, Sam, we saw a shot of Sam, looking at him. Then we saw a shadow of, the Red Hulk shrinking. And then a shot of Sam again. and then we saw Harrison Ford was back to normal. So it was kind of disappointing that he wasn't that we didn't got to see him shrink, because that would have been probably pretty cool. Overall, this movie was pretty alright actually. Just that the fighting scene was the best thing of the movie. Red Hulk versus Captain Falcon, that was definitely the best thing of the movie. But we also didn't have a name for our villain, because the only thing that he said was to Captain Falcon was, "I am." No, wait, it was not against him, but against somebody. He said, "I am the hero." He doesn't really have a cool nickname like Captain America, Falcon, Hulk, or Iron Man. Where is his cool villainy nickname? Like Spider-Man or Mysterio. Where is his villainy nickname? I kind of missed that actually, because I would have loved to look him up. Is it raining? It's raining. Holy fucking shit. Typical Netherlands. Yesterday, fucking hot. The day before, well, first day, fucking hot, 26 degrees. Friday, 22 degrees. Yesterday, also pretty hot. Sunday, raining. Typical Netherlands. Typical Netherlands. Like I said, back to the movie. It was just, the movie was pretty alright. The fighting scene was the coolest thing about the movie. So I will give this movie high 3, low 4. Yeah. The movie gets a high 3, low 4 because the movie itself was alright, even though the fighting scene was definitely the best thing about the movie. It just isn't so good that it can crack up, that it can upgrade the score of the movie. So yeah, I'm alright with that score. Leave likes, recommend the good. Also voor movie download in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, comment join Discord. And I'll see you guys later for the last episode of Fiona and Cake, episode 10, called Cheers. And for Dogma. Oh, before I go, I'm gonna also show what I got for my birthday. This I got from my sister, Kenny, in Cartman. Now the set is complete. I have already Kyle and the Stan that she also got me. And for my mother, I got these. It's only too bad that this is V for Vendetta and not Michael Myers. Otherwise the set was complete, because we have here Leatherface, and Jason, Freddy, Chucky, there's Freddy, there's Chucky's bride, and then the two Pennywises. And this one is fake Lego of a face hugger, the size of a face. So this one is gonna be cool, and I'm gonna film this one while putting it together, so it will be nice. I'm probably doing it live, so it will be it will be better, and then it doesn't need any space on my phone. I'll see you guys next time. Why?